Howdy there, YouTube. This is your Redneck Host, FPM, and I'm here in Empyrion, Galactic Survival, with my brother, N4TH. And as you notice, we have a CV here. Not the exact position I was hoping to start, but whatever, it works. But I'm going to shut up my rambling and let N4TH say hello to his Vegemites. You know, I'll be honest with you, viewers. You'll need to go over to N4TH's for a long rant and dealing with a lot of stuff, because I just now happen to realize I was still basically paused on my recording until just a minute ago. It's not one thing, it's another, ain't it, N4TH?
Yeah.
This has just been one of those episodes. I'll be glad, honestly, when we get off this planet, this moon, whatever you want to call it. I will be so glad. And right now, waiting on Texid to be refined. We got 26% fuel. We got raw Pentexid. We got more Promethium being done. What you trying to do?
They're just sort of going through things, and then it does make me think about like with the pentaxid.
Yeah, we got 35 in there. I'm gonna try to refine as much of it as I can, which is basically all 35 of it. Though I don't really remember how many pentexid get done per. Let's see, craft output 2, so if I did 35, that'd be 70. So
I think I remember
25.
scouting, didn't find any real ideal places where there's just a clutter of this particular seed doesn't have like where you would have like a mountain.
Yeah.
That's full of it.
Well, I mean, once we're out of here, we have plenty of opportunity to get more pentaxid. You know, once we leave this area, like the crown sector,
Yeah.
we actually have more capability of getting pentaxid. A lot more readily available anyway. We just got to figure out what we're going to take with. Like, you taking your portable constructor, your other portable constructor. I go get mine from over here, if I didn't already.
Oh yes, yeah. When it's sort of I remember back to that where I'll place it and I wouldn't be able to pick it back up.
Yeah. Were you able to pick this one back up?
Yeah, I'm able to. Yeah, that I'm not sure that glitch seems to be non-existent.
Since they did the updates?
Yeah, it probably did. Because I can't seem to replicate it.
Well, that's good. Maybe they saw your video and were like, hey, let's fix this. Or maybe somebody reported it and, you know, whatnot. Glad that rain went away. Forgecraft! Again, with the jokes. Alright. I need to do something about O2.
Because it was like something I did with pulling out items and then also doing things like seemed like I was doing it very quickly.
Yeah.
Particularly using the left shift, the quick pickup.
Yeah.
Like there was something to do with that.
Yeah, you may have been. A lot of things get done pretty quick.
I think similar to how like with the plant, like notice it more with the plant fibers, where picking them up and it would be as if you could pick them up twice.
Yeah. It's like they
Similar to
glitch
that,
in
like
and out.
yeah, similar to that with the portable constructor, except for it would actually stay.
Huh? It wouldn't leave a
Yeah,
ghost image. It'd just like literally just stay right there. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. We're at 57% fuel. And now we're working on the pentaxid. When we leave, we're going to have to turn stuff off, even though that, this has got solar. Yeah. We're at 88% power on solar. We got 15% on regular fuel. We ain't got to worry about your plants dying because this is a O2 rich environment.
Yeah. Because I think it's only without the grow light, it just stops them from growing.
Yeah, so. Well, it doesn't necessarily stop them from growing. I think that they still grow, but they just grow really, really slow. All right. Still working. You think 36 would be enough to get us where we need to go? Maybe 38.
What's his off? The pen.
The
The
pentaxid.
penta. Because that goes into like what 60 doubles.
Well, I've got the refined stuff,
Oh, yeah.
which gives us 15%, gives us 38 AU.
It was already okay. It was already
Yeah, I was refining it.
refined.
Yeah, I was refining it as we were talking.
Was that the first? It was like 4, I think it was 4.2 light years to that one's 9. Price has that's not even part of it. Yeah, and nearest one is 4.3 light years.
All right.
As far as like out to go outside this system. But then it's obviously the same calculation that it uses just for each of the planets.
All right. So, I mean, it's. I think it'd be plenty.
Yeah, because you'll find that most of the planets outside, I guess you could still call this like a home system, tend to have more Promethium.
Yeah.
I mean, pentaxid and Promethium, particularly if you get like a lot of the desert or the barren type, metallics are the ones, all rich.
Yeah. Well, I got
or
your
that,
saplings in this one here
or even
and
that one as
the other stuff.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah, or as I said, this one, I don't know, moon planet. I think it's a planet. Yeah,
Well,
where the
technically it's a
temperature's like in the
planet, but
thousand.
yeah.
Yeah, 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 it is a planet where it's in like 1,000, 2,000 degrees.
Yeah.
Very, very pentaxid rich.
Yeah. All right. So we're ready to take off.
And promethium you'll find as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like particularly in the caverns, ravines, yeah, you find. I'm sort of lost on track of what that one was like, particularly pentaxid, or I think I would use, yeah, because I think all I remember, yeah, it was pentaxid, that one. That's very pentaxid rich, but at a high risk,
Oh, yeah. Very high risk, if I'm not mistaken.
2,000 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. If not higher. All right. Making some rifle rounds. And then, after that's said and done, I'm going to make sure, let's see, that we get going. And in fact, I'm going to add an extra weapon to my arsenal. Let's see, yep. That's going to be in the exact order that I normally have stuff. Which means that that's going to go there. That's coming down. That comes down. Let's see. Okay. That'll go there. Nope. That goes, then that. I'm sorry, I'm organizing my my inventory at the moment. I did bring everything over already that we had in the base to this. In fact, I need to see what our usage is currently. We got 2 minutes. It says on power.
Really turn that off, even though it doesn't, well, compared to like the base,
Yeah.
yeah, power usage would equal different.
Yeah, it compiles differently for some reason than what it does for the base. But it's not like you can't have solar panels on a, station, let alone maybe a ship. You know? Gotta have an alternate source of power somewhere. You got your promethium for the fuel. And then you got the solar for powering the rest of it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
How hard is that? Evidently, it is way too hard. You know? But I'm just a gamer and YouTuber. Where you at? You off the ship?
Well, so returning to it.
Alright, well, make sure that the thing, because we're about to take off. You ready? Or are you doing something? I mean, if you want to plant something while we're moving, it's up to you. We got to put O2 in this thing if we're going to be doing that. And I don't know if I got enough O2 currently. Do you have any O2 tanks?
No,
You
probably ended up using. Yeah, I probably ended up using the larger one that I did have lying around, but small. No, just 26 O2 bottles, but then I would only ever really spare
Well, we're not going to have
a
oxygen
few.
going right now anyways. So, let's just go ahead, hop in, and let's fly. See how well everything holds up. So, where to first? N4TH, where would you say? Outside of this sector. You know, just kind of out of this initial area. Because
you mean like normally you would go to Omicron if you mean like within here still.
well, we got Omicron we can go to. We can go to Sienna. We go to Orbital Orbit, which is a PvE. We go to Ubion Moon or Simios Moon.
It's got a wide range of resources. Simos.
Yeah, it's got Sikosium, Essium, Pentaxid, Copper, Silicon, Cobalt. Looks like Titanium and Gold. Sienna has Iron, Copper, Silicon, Cobalt. Looks like Neodymium, Titanium, and Pentaxid.
Yeah, with Simos, the only way you'll get that is through asteroids.
Yeah.
Because you got 2 on the iron, 1 silicon and copper.
Yeah. So
plus you've also got like Promethium as well.
Yeah. So
but yeah, it's hostile.
Yeah, so you want to go to Omicron, Sienna, you know.
Sienna would be a safe. Probably don't want to just go in.
So Sienna,
yeah, because don't want to go into the other already expecting the danger and then
all
the
right.
inevitable.
Sienna, here we come. Warping in 3, 2, 1. Ah, it's a cold environment. Where there's snow, there is generally air. Okay, we got 3 hostiles in this system. Now, I couldn't find out where that 3rd hostile is. I know we got 2 off to the right-hand side there. And 1 supposedly back behind us below or up above. Alright, so once we get here, We need to figure out what we're going to be dealing with. Which means one of us is going to have to do some scouting. Maybe. Just depends on if it's O2 rich.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got O2 on it. Alright. Let's level out. This thing supposedly has lights.
Oh,
there we go.
rock. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Just
Yeah.
at the tail end,
Yeah.
some ways down a rocket drone.
Yep. And we're getting out of here because we ain't got no munition to fight it. Let's see. We got several resources over this way. So we're traveling at 60 meters per second, I guess. See what we got over here. Promethium already. Wow, it's really resource heavy over here.
Pen 6, yeah. And you even got the meteorite depletion. Even though, of course, it's like the more you deplete, I think, yeah, it'd be like random. You wouldn't know what exactly you're going to get.
Right?
Whereas if you just train it onto one, then the asteroid should always be the one that's depleted.
Yep. Neodymium. Do you think over here might be a good spot?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as we're approaching, because of the amount of free land amongst these trees.
Yeah. I think we got a good spot. Not right over here next to the copper or the neodymium. I think that might be a little too straightforward. And most of the time we can't build near a node, but I think I see a pretty
especially
flat
when all of these
spot
are.
right here. Yeah, this is pretty well flat. And it is O2 rich, so you could actually put your farm up. Start your crops. I'll go ahead and get the water O2 condenser out. See what I can do as far as anything like that. Let's see. Get some energy cells on the go. Because I'm going to wind up losing my energy cells for my thing here. Allow faction. Well, radiation's pretty high. So
Yeah, it's like need to invest in putting a shower in there just to
just chill out.
Radiation should have. Wait.
Yeah, we got natural stimulants over here. Hang on. My first hunt. My first big game hunt. And you know what I hit?
Hmm?
I hit a golem. And got some promethium. Oh, I love big game hunting. It makes me feel good. I get to shoot something, relieve some irritation after everything that happened. Do you blame me? Alright, let's see. No golems are here because I spotted another one. And he's down. He stopped at the last second. I am too cold. Yep, I am freezing. About to develop hypothermia. So I'm making my way back to the vessel
The
here.
shower also, yeah. Even though that will recover it in time, but if you were to like severe, yeah, you just use the shower as well
Yep.
to restore it.
All I really got to do is get close to a thruster.
That's yeah, very true as well.
It's like,
Completely flip the state of it. So you're feeling extremely hypothermic, and then you become in a hyper.
yeah. Just like come over here and get underneath this thing. Get exposed to a lot of radiation. But don't gotta worry too much about cold. Now I'm getting cold. Let's see. Yep, it's still I'm like phase 2 cold. There we go. That fixed it. Alright, so we're gonna need coffee. We're gonna need a lot of coffee. That's all I'm gonna say. So, did you pack up any buds?
Yeah, I've got the to make another plant. Yeah,
Alright.
and there's should be 4 left.
Alright. So that should be good. I gotta make some O2.
And
Probably need to go
Yeah,
ahead
probably-
and turn on the oxygen here, but we ain't got enough. I turn the oxygen on. Even though I don't think it really matters.
retrieve that. Oh, yeah, wrong one. Meant
Uh-oh.
to take out that. Need the mushroom one in.
Well. At least you're getting it done. We're
Because I
gonna
was
need
like,
to
yeah,
make some O2 tanks. Huh. Well, there we go. Alright. But you were saying something?
uh,
Yeah,
no, it's just about like yeah, that was just about swapping when I swapped the other for two of the buds because I was like, I've already got a lot of protein stuff already. I don't need to grow anymore.
yeah. Alright, I'm borrowing your water containers so I can make us some O2 for the ship. We're gonna have to get you some more. So I'll make you a water collector thing. You need one or two, maybe three water collectors.
Yeah, doing it in bulk.
Yeah,
Yeah, it works out a lot better.
I got you three queued up. We got 56 promethium ore in here, so we're kind of needing to limit some of the resources.
It's one of the things like
Queue you up 10 of the fuel packs. This is a small constructor.
yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't fit nothing big on here.
Especially with the water containers, it's almost like you can never really have too many of them.
Yeah.
Because that just means that you will always have like you don't have to worry about water. It's like because even though you got to go through all this all that process to get the water,
Yeah.
it means like you've already got like water established.
And you ain't got to worry about these, medium water containers. What the? Thank you. The small O2 bottles. I mean, they give you some, not enough to really matter. Like maybe 1%. That's it. But we're over on this episode, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and thank you for coming out and sitting a spell, watching the video. Hop on over to N4TH's channel and show them the love that only a redneck can. But y'all come back now, you hear? Later.